to the Invictus, a Star Wars D&D Spelljammer mashup, loosely inspired by Treasure Planet, produced by Twice Rolled Tales. I am Linnie Schell. I will be your DM for the evening. Everyone just want to quickly go around, reintroduce themselves and their characters. Start with Emily.
Sure. Hi, my name is Emily Tworek, and I've been playing Lieutenant Commander Kev McAllister, but he just goes by Kev. Just call him Kev. It's easier that way.
Hi, I'm Brad Keller. I've been Lieutenant Reiner Augers. Yes.
I'm Ken Viteri-Lynn, and I've been playing Captain Vega. Wait. Lord High Admiral Captain Vega.
Right, and I'm Phoebe Zimmerer, and I've been playing Mr. Briggs, the ship's bosun, master of sails and rope, etc.
Etc.
Strong. The crew of the Invictus has learned that all of Navy High Command has been mysteriously swallowed up by a transportational wormhole, and not emerged out of the other end, which is not at all concerning, especially since our captain has now been given command of the entire new Albian Navy, with the might of the twin emperors from the Sincera Empire bearing down with the full weight of their fleet, as High Command is gathered off the planet of Iberia. And they have docked at High Command, and I've been met with a captain who is so incredibly relieved. He is no longer fielding all of these questions. Yes, so as you step off the dock, is this long man who has not communicated in any way to you other than just to give you this information. Show up and says, "Hello, hi, Captain Doug here? Yes, you Captain Vega? Captain Vega.
That's me. Lord High Admiral Captain Vega.
Oh, good, you're already enthusiastic. That's half the job.
Of course.
Yes, okay, High Command is this way. What should I do now?
Breathe?
Okay, yeah. Who do you take with you as you go to High Command?
Everyone. My most trusted officers. I need full support right now.
Alright, so I'm assuming you all go.
Yes, Kev will be bringing along a little bit of his stash from the cargo hold, just to get through the bureaucracy of it all.
My emotional support, Komodo Dragon.
I'm ready to go.
Yes, you're
Just call me.
you bring the two with you?
I'm gonna take a little goo, a little bit of molasses with me.
I'm gonna take a little bit of molasses goo.
As a treat.
It goes off. Wait, is that done?
That way, if anything happens, molasses can return and rejoin its sentience.
Seaman McCreed, Mo.
Mo.
Mo!
Oh, he's been named. There we go. We'll call him Mo.
He was named at our snack break.
Mo. Sentient, molasses, ooze. And as you guys are leaving, you hear Chadworth just walk down the deck and say, "Wait for me! Wait for me!"
You have the ship, Chadworth. I need you to watch it. Just make sure that nothing happens, nobody touches any of my things, my shoe collection, etc. Thank you.
He looks at the assembled lower ranking officers and just, "Yes, Captain. Lord High Admiral, sir." And he goes below decks.
Before Briggs steps off the ship, he's gonna pull Mo aside and be like, "That fecker steps 1 foot in my office. You can swallow him, hug him all you like."
Mo, I guess most of Mo.
Just only a little bit of Mo.
Guys, I got this.
What is
Even smaller? I got this, guys. I got this.
Oh! Tiny token.
We got.
Excellent. Perfectly on Auger's shoulder now.
Mo's gonna stand guard.
Okay, great. So Jimmy Bean stays at the helm. Everyone else is on the way. Great. So Doug leaves you into Doug leads you. We're just
Into
gonna
High Command?
High Command's over here.
That's a building.
There's not another map.
That's
No,
okay.
This is just High Command is a building. High Command is located in a building. Like, it's sort of the metaphorical state of High Command, but there is a building.
So we could have relocated.
It's also about the population around and all the infrastructure.
Yes, but if we moved High Command, we could have protected all of those people from an impending attack by the Emperor.
Because they'd still be here.
Doug says,
But High Command would be elsewhere.
Lord Admiral.
The danger is also mobile.
This has been like an argument for the last 3 hours. We've been going back and forth.
Not to, I don't want to presume, your knowledge of space warfare tactics, sir.
Yes.
But, generally, our fleet's here, and that fleet's there, and that fleet comes and destroys our fleet. It doesn't so much matter where High Command is, if there's not really a fleet to command, sort of the...
Correct.
Doug, you're not
I'm
here.
aware of all of these things.
Okay, anyway, let me take you and leave you in the command room.
Oh.
Yes?
Sure.
Great.
That sounds amazing.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Man. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Okay. So Doug takes you into a building, which it just looks to be sort of a repurposed, administrative building on this moon that before, it kind of was taken over by High Command. Anyway, it's a big room, very much war room energy. The table's not felted, but like, you can almost kind of smell that it wants to be felted. Some big projection screens, a lot of like hollow tube recordings. There's a big rack with unused hollow tube recordings, have labeled like who they came in from and waiting to be read. And it looks like they're just kind of piling up with reports from captains on ships. A lot of, you see one scribe just kind of like notating who came in, when it happened. No, it has not been read yet. Reason why it has not been read yet. There's no the authority to break it open.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah. Very stressed clerks. So Doug brings you in. He says, "All right, so here's all the information we'll be getting from captains. Got the latest intelligence on the fleet. I imagine we'll be hearing from some of the other captains soon who will want to know what they should be doing."
Yes, and I will tell them
Great.
immediately.
I'm going to go lie down for a moment.
Yes.
Good thing.
Relax.
Good. Yes. Goodbye. And Doug exits. You get the sense he is going super far away unless someone finds him first.
You are keeping on a brave face and projecting confidence.
I'm doing that, yes.
Yes.
But when the other captains get
Right,
here,
right.
what are they doing?
See, I'm working on it. Just
What's the goal here? What is we need
the goal
one
is not
simple
to die.
goal.
The goal is not to die. The goal is to destroy more of their ships than they destroy ours.
We can just talk to them. They seem very reasonable.
And what exactly are you basing that on?
I don't know how to tell you this.
Alright.
I am old enough to remember when my planet was taken over, colonized, etc., joined New Albion.
Sure.
A lot of people very happy. Very exciting to see new places, write memoirs. Very exciting. But from one artist to another. It's not empathy. The way of our artisanal machinations.
Right, you lost me, Captain.
You can empathize with the idea that somebody may not want to belong to like a big empire.
Sure. Can you empathize with the concept that they're coming to kill us?
But what if we just like let them be not the empire and do their own
Then
thing?
they still kill us.
Why? What did we ever do?
Oh, that is is a loaded question if ever there was one. I'll be right back. I would like. Okay,
There you go.
I'd like to pull aside Lieutenant Augers. Lieutenant,
Yes.
you didn't happen to have any like large scale military fleet tactics type in your databases or whatever?
I do!
Incredible!
Yes. If we know where they're coming from, we can always put up a bottleneck where we can have all their ships coming in from one direction. And then we just put our largest guns there and take them out as they try to come through the bottleneck. Mostly applied to whenever wormholes are in use, since we can just shoot at the entrance of the wormhole.
Alright, but what if the wormholes are being less than reliable at the moment? Then what?
Our other options are to just throw as many men at the problem and pray the best works, or we can find our superior officers and delegate back up to them.
Oh, alright, I'm liking the bottleneck idea. Seems sound.
These are just the ones I came up with.
Kid, you are making the face. Do you have any?
Kev has been kind of like wandering around the control room and just kind of like marveling a little bit at it. What's in the dining room? Interesting. And making his way back over. He seems a little bit too comfy on shore. He's like, what's the plan?
We're going to talk to
We're going to talk to the evil
We are going to
twin
convince
emperors.
them that their endeavors have been a success and that everything is fine.
So we're
And-
surrendering.
No. Because we're not actually surrendering anything.
I mean, if
So much
it's
as
just
sort
a
of like
surrender, that's
letting them have their planets back.
Mm. Okay.
As you're discussing this, a couple of like new letters come in directly addressed to Captain to Lord High Admiral Vega from several fleets or from several captains. Saying, urgent meeting necessary. Please, we'll be coming to High Command now that we know you're there. Please prepare for imminent war council. And then old tea trolley comes in, a little droid with tea, and hands it directly to Lieutenant Augers. Just like,
Thank you. Pardon me. Thank you. No tea? Tea for war.
Tea for war.
Tea for war. Cheers.
All that.
can you drink tea?
Technically, yeah.
Like
I
a
don't
little-
taste anything.
Like a little part that gets stored in.
I can process fluid by like taking it in, and then it just goes into my storage. Today, oh, it's tea later.
Fascinating.
Mo reaches a little like spindly tentacle and just like dips it in the tea.
I'll hand the sugar cube up.
Grates a little bit bigger.
I don't like molasses.
Basically the same. So you know that the captains are arriving very soon. They kind of like postmark where they're coming from. So you've got maybe half an hour before they show up to get things ready.
I'll set up
So
the
you
war
want it.
meeting.
He's gonna be crucial, is what I'm thinking here. Look, we're small scale operations, wet works. We don't do big battles.
Correct.
This is
And so it stands to reason that we should avoid battle at all costs.
sure. What are that an option? Would be great.
Why isn't it an option?
As you're saying this, through the window, Steven, like, dive bombs through the window to, like, crash land right at your feet.
Is he okay?
He's clearly exhausted.
Steve!
He is fine. he pops up. That bird is a fighter. I don't know if you've ever seen, like, homing pigeons, the actual Earth ones. Jacked as heck. like weirdly jacked. Yeah. So Steven, he purrs. Oh, yeah. Like in his beak, he has
that's my boy.
A very thin, state-of-the-art hollow tube, decorated in the reds and greens of the Sincera Empire.
Well then, time to see if it is an option.
Cracks it open. The giant, almost like two snakes, the twin heads of the Sinceran emperors come up, and one, bright golden hair, golden eyes, the other one kind of green from head to toe, and we look at this recording, but the recording's eyes seem to look both of you, at all of you, and to say, Captain Vega. They speak together at the same time. It's kind of an echo effect, which is neat, super neat, right? And they say, Captain Vega, we were most pleased by your eloquence and flattery in your latest missive, and we will, of course, accept the unconditional surrender that you so eloquently implied. Please, our ships are approaching the Iberian coast. Please stand your men down and prepare to be boarded and to become part of the great Sinceran Empire. Long live!
That seems antithetical to their cause.
They are also an empire. They want to rule everything.
They seem to want freedom, according to you and your lore.
Power. That too.
Taxes. They didn't like taxes. So it explodes into a golden shower of mist. And as the smoke clears, 3 of the officers who have been hired, who were coming to the war room, are revealed standing in the doorway, having heard most of this message.
Okay, do they seem that they are open to negotiation? And do believe they plan to murder every single last one of us?
Again, seems antithetical. Seems hypocritical, if anything. And honestly, I'm offended.
Wait, I mean?
Oh, no, darling, no.
Captain.
These twin emperors.
Captain.
They think they have some righteous cause?
Captain. Didn't know how to tell you this, but, that's war.
I'm aware of what war is.
Not sure you were up till this very moment.
It works differently on my planet, and of course now we don't really do any of that anymore.
One of the officers walks up to Kev and says, Kev, McAllister! Hey, McAllister, recognize you from school. Duckworth, I don't know if you remember. I think one of my cousins is, but I think he recently signed on with y'all.
Duckworth.
How's it going? Good to see you, my man.
You must be Chadworth's cousin? Yeah?
Unfortunately, for my sins. You know. Right.
Good man.
So what's this about surrender, I hear?
Merely a very clever deception tactic in order to put our enemies off their rhythm.
Give me a persuasion check. What is it?
7.
Yeah, they are skeptical.
Does the captain have anything that he can do about this?
So, yes,
Okay.
he has to, it's an opposed roll,
Mm-hmm.
so he has to make a successful insight check on me
Okay.
versus what I'm rolling here, which is an 8.
Okay, so I need to beat an 8 plus a 1. So I need to beat an 8.
Unless I can make like a bigger persuasion check that would be better. It probably would be better given my skills. But
yeah.
then what would the DC on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think like 10 to get one of them, 15 to get 2, 20 to get all of them.
And
I'd like to try that.
yeah.
Alright.
Can my thing have been like the help action?
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
okay.
Let's go for that.
Okay.
So let's be real, I should never been rolling the persuasion in the
Yeah.
first place.
That's why I was like, let me do this. But you were gonna say what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Mr. Briggs is correct. We have laid some deceptive feelers and, we're trying a few different things, some new tactics, trying to see if we can't get them to all come through one wormhole for this bottle neck approach that Captain Briggs and Lieutenant Augers have implemented many times successfully. All is well. This is the plan, and I was hoping to brief you before they got back to me, but this Stephen is a very accomplished navigator of the systems and the streams and such.
You have advantage. You're
Thank God. Fuck.
She gone.
The spiciest dice today.
She gone.
Thank you. Okay.
What was it?
I
you had 7.
I got a 19.
Did you add 7 to that?
No, I got a
it's
12,
just-
and so it's a 19.
7. Okay. Yes. Okay, you beat this. Just barely. Yeah. So, Duckworth and Miles turn to you and they say, "Well, you know, we've heard stories, but clearly you're a much keener military mind than we thought. I mean, where should we go? Marching orders, Captain. Lord High Admiral."
I am the Lord High Admiral, Captain. I think. Well, would I know what wormhole they might come through, if at all?
Tim's turns to you and says, "Well, I did want to say, excuse me, Lord High Admiral, it's very unexpected. Yeah, so there's one wormhole, right? That
Ever?
no, well, there's not that many. There's one wormhole in the area. High Command should have come out of it, and they didn't. Nothing's come out of it. Like, it's the wormhole's stuck.
Right. So if they come through that one, problem solved.
Yes, but like what I mean is that the Sincera fleet isn't gonna come through that either.
Well, why not?
It's closed.
How do we know?
Nothing's
That they
come out
won't
of it.
come. No, how do we know that they won't try? Do they know that it's closed? Because it's only closed on this side.
Lieutenant, I think it's time we drafted some terms of surrender.
For us?
We should. May I go inspect the wormhole at some point just to see?
Fair enough, let's do that. And again, in
Have
the
I fallen
meantime,
ass backwards into something?
yes, you have, Captain. You bloody brilliant bastard. All right, Kevlar.
Do you need to make a constitution?
It's Kev. Do I need to make?
Why do you need to make
For kissing my face?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm generally poisonous.
Are you generally poisonous?
I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. We can make a luck check.
Yeah,
Make
give
a
me a
luck
luck
check
check.
to see if
Yeah.
On a D100 or a 20.
D20.
Not poisonous.
Okay, cool.
Extremely not poisonous. In
Great.
fact, I
Delicious.
rolled a nat 1.
No, that's a 7.
No, I did roll a nat 1.
Oh.
I just moved it. And
Okay.
if anything, you should be boosted. I'm like Kale,
Yeah.
baby.
Okay. No, you we'll say it's about intent. You can be poisonous if you want to be.
Just the darts.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just darts. Right.
Well then you'd be. Are darts venomous or poisonous?
What's-
It's venomous. Yes. No. You dart someone, but you're. Is that
It's called poison dart on the sheet. I don't
Yeah.
know what to tell you.
anyway? You know, if it bites you, it's venomous, but if you bite it and die, it's poisonous. So what is a dart?
But
Anyway.
it's a venom, or
Kev?
it's a plant.
No, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
I feel
Kev.
very violated right now with all of you talking about my poison darts. Please, Bosun.
McAllister. You and the captain draft some terms of surrender. Let the
Sincera? Sincera? Like
Sincerans know.
sincerely? Like
No.
Frank? Like Frankish?
Yeah.
Like the French?
Interesting. Oh, that's very
Fuck,
good.
that's good.
Thank you.
Let the Sincerans know we'll be awaiting their surrender outside the wormhole and have everything prepared for them. Place is open and ready for them to arrive. Meanwhile, the lieutenant and I are gonna go check on things.
I'm gonna pull Briggs aside for a second.
Mhm.
What are the chances that we all just fucking die?
No higher than any other day.
The way I see it, we've been given a perfectly reasonable offer. Terms of surrender. We don't know where 90% of our fleet is, and we are all that's left. And if there's one thing my father told me, it's shoot until you can't shoot no more. But I fear we are getting to a place where we can shoot no more.
Kev, let me ask you a quick question. Do you think legitimately accepting the terms of surrender ends in us alive?
It could. You know,
This
you
is sweet summer child.
listen. We've been given terms, you know.
Kev, how much have you taken today?
No more than any other day. Way I see it. We're docked. We're in Iberia, you know. They come here, they take over, it's fine. We slip into the night. No one has to know who we are. We could be new men here. We could be free. We could live out our lives, go on, you know, galactic voyages, and no one would have to bother us.
Kev.
There's no one left to answer to.
Kev. Your father's gone.
Yeah.
And as much as that means that, yeah, you can do whatever you want, maybe it's time you start thinking about what it is you want, because everything you just described is kind of what we've been doing.
Exactly.
And
I've never been happier, honestly. No one bothering us?
You want it to go back that way?
I mean, if I can live on my own terms, it doesn't really matter whose empire I'm under.
Alright. Now get off your fucking ass and make sure we live to see another day by helping the captain. Lieutenant!
Here's the tea bag. Please give it to everyone who's in the room.
Takes it down like a shot.
Alright, so you guys are checking out the wormhole. So are you gonna take the Invictus or try to take like a skiff out to the wormhole?
Let's take the Invictus, I guess.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Bob rolls up behind you and he's like, I can smell the gunpowder in the future, Captain.
Oh, she's a
Mr.
coming.
Briggs. Mr. Briggs, sorry. Sometimes I get excited. I just know who's giving the order.
I have always appreciated that about you, Bob. We're gonna see about got a bit of a plan here that just may be the greatest weapon of mass destruction ever devised. Come aboard the ship, Bob.
Rolls up. Literally.
Alright, here we go.
Chadworth comes up and says, yes,
I'm very surprised to see him unslimed.
yeah. There's a lot of molasses on board. That thing might have gotten bigger than you left it. Maybe.
It's just Mo. Mo's
Mo,
harmless.
did you get bigger?
You see like a tentacle come up from below decks, and it's pretty large.
Waving.
How much fucking molasses do we have on board?
That was all we were transporting.
Why did they say something?
Well, I don't know. We were just supposed to take the entire use.
Go down below decks and see how much of the cargo hold is just Mo now.
Yeah, Mo's mostly guarded your office, so he's just like wrapped in like a coil around your office like this.
You know, so long as he hasn't soiled the paperwork.
Yeah, no, Mo's been very respectful.
Oh,
Mo's
God, we
probably-
love Mo.
Yeah, Mo is at least a large creature by this point.
Right, might do to order some of the boys to cut the rest of the molasses off ship.
Whoop. Whoop.
Listen,
Whoa.
might be useful.
Whoop.
Balls have really dropped there, haven't they, Mo?
Whoop. Whoop.
Mo, quick question. Can you hear me if I whisper into little Mo? Can Big Mo hear it?
Like Mo sticks out a tentacle like right next to him and goes whoop.
Like I have my little Mo.
You get the sense they're not telepathically connected.
Oh.
They're not this. Wait, that means they're two separate organisms?
No, they're the same, but they're like it's a hive mind kind of vibe. So like when they reunite, they'd share their memories, but apart they would be distinct until they reunited.
Oh.
You're saying. that we have a large thing that can act independently, that could be split into many fewer things.
Yeah, you could have a bunch of little micromos in the hive mind thing, but they wouldn't be able to communicate with each other if they weren't next to each other. I'm not giving you sentient walkie-talkie putty. We've gone too far.
Bring up an excellent question, and this is more of a physics question.
Yes.
Like, genuinely from me, Ken. This feels so stupid. How
No, this world doesn't have real physics, so it's okay.
deep is the wormhole?
It's not until it is.
Right.
So
So if something's in the wormhole,
space does not exist
and
in
I'm
the
outside
wormhole.
of the
Oh,
wormhole.
not this shit again.
No.
Right. Could I, if I am less than 60 feet from the mouth of the wormhole,
Yeah. Yes.
may I communicate telepathically with anything that might be inside the wormhole?
If
If it fails a DC 10.
yeah, I would say that
Is it
Charisma
possible
check.
to actually be
In-
inside of a
yeah,
wormhole
that's
is
what
the
like
question.
it's you could communicate in theory to
I
things
put
on the
quotes around
opposite.
inside.
Yeah, like you could saying it jumped from New Albion
Uh-huh.
to Iberia. You could speak to people in New Albion if you're standing 60 feet from the wormhole.
Mhm.
But I think that metaphysically some shit has happened to the people inside the wormhole. And I'm going
Inside.
inside. I'm going with that would be like a 25 DC to talk to them. Like it's
And it's
Poss-
less
it's
like a
probably-
talk and more if I can, like, if they're there at all.
yeah,
like,
they're so mixed up with the universe, the background radiation of the universe. Like that's gonna be
got it.
a very hard check to. Okay, there's gonna be some difficulty penalty added to that. So like I would say it's not impossible, but very improbable.
So a wormhole that isn't open is just a black hole.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, game-wise, if that's
Yes.
an option, I guess.
I think you could definitely try it and roll. Yeah.
I'll get on the skiff.
Yeah,
and if,
look,
like,
DC
if
25
my
check.
little mind feels anything, then it feels something.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, then it's like, oh well.
Yeah.
Background radiation
You do
of
have
the
some very
universe.
important fake terms of surrender to be drafted.
Me?
You and Kev!
I thought Kev was doing that. That's not my job.
I know I'm not there. I'm on the ship, so
Am I
that's
on the
not for me to
skiff?
deal with.
Did this occur to me in time to get on the skiff?
Well, you're taking the Invictus up to the wormhole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey,
I
Kev.
Briggs,
Cabin.
you guys are up here. So Kev and Vega are staying at command.
Yeah, I'm gonna have all the molasses moved to somewhere with like a lock on it, so that Mo can't get any more
Lock
molasses.
Mo up?
No, not Mo. The unmo molasses. The unmo molasses that has not yet become a part of Mo.
Percy comes up to you and says, Mr. Briggs, could I possibly have a sample of molasses? For scientific purposes. I want to see what happens when we electrocute.
Is he gonna snort this? That is a 16 insight.
He does not currently intend to snort this, but, you know, all things are possible in the exploration of science.
Right, Percy. Seeming to recruit Mo. He's a part of the crew now, you understand?
Yes. It just seems like there's a lot of him, Captain.
Yes.
Mr. Briggs, respectfully.
We don't go electrocuting members of the crew.
Part of a member of the crew.
You realize when Mo splits, they become multiple individuals.
Mo.
And every one of them is part of the crew.
Doesn't have a badge. It's like you gotta make it badge 3.0. You know, make it official. That was the rules. You know, if someone walked around with badge too infrequently, then I got to electrocute them. It was very effective. Everyone started wearing their badges.
You know what, Percy? It's very right. You're absolutely correct. I'm gonna go make a bunch of little badges. And I would like
Excellent use of our time.
Yes. I'm not actually gonna go make a bunch of little badges, but I am gonna grab
Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, right.
Because I think he likes doing anything that's gonna make Percy upset.
You have read their relationship correctly.
What is his like title? Honorific? Is he like a,
Mr. Poughkeepsie?
like is he a priest? Is he...
He's a chaplain.
Right, chaplain. Can you do me a wee favor?
Mr. Briggs, always.
I need
Anything for the health and safety, spiritual well-being of the crew?
That is exactly what we're here for, because I need several smaller badges for Mo, so that when he split into multiple beings, Percy can't go electrocuting any of them.
Oh.
He seems very intent on it, very excited about it.
You know, Percy. Electricity is the domain of the Lord in the sky, not us down here below.
Absolutely.
Sacrilege every time. Would it be alright if I were to proselytize to the separated individuals of Mo? I like to speak to all crew members, and I'm wondering is my one-time chance to talk to Mo, per your dictation, requisite on just Mo as a collective, or can I talk to each individual Mo? Because I am making individual Mo badges.
I'll say, provided you've asked Mo for his consent to be proselytized to, it's none of my business.
Badges.
Badges. Alright, let's get this ship moving.
Yep.
Who's a fucking handful?
I'll go up to Jimmy Bean and tell him the plan.
Great. And do you still have little Mo Jr. on you?
Yes. I will bloop him back and then take him back out so that way, like, Mo knows what's going on.
What?
Thank you, Mo.
Well,
Yeah,
you left him all over the molasses. I didn't know there was molasses. It's a ship from the new Albian Empire. I mean...
I assumed he was all of the molasses already.
Fair enough. I'm pretty sure I did say something to that effect.
Yeah.
We think we may have invented more molasses. You know?
We didn't know it was in the rest of the cargo.
Yep, that was
Drugs and
information
molasses.
unknown to me.
What else would it be? Exactly.
So yeah, you ascend, and the wormhole was like, it has a couple of floating apparatuses around it that sort of like stabilize it and keep it consistently located, keep the other openings stable and keep it as a connected wormhole. Because most wormholes in nature will collapse in on themselves pretty immediately unless they're stabilized with some form of technology. Like a start.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing.
Yeah. I wonder what that reference could have been drawn from.
Treasure Planet. No, those are portals.
They do have
Just sort of like
portal.
ambiguous portals.
It's very silly. The end of Treasure Planet, they're like, Treasure Planet is the whole thing. And it's like, look, with a functioning wormhole, you could control the entire galaxy. It's like owning the Panama Canal, right? Anyway.
Can I investigate the metallic parts, like everything that's like calibrated to like make
absolutely.
sure that it's through? It's just to see if there's something, any clue as to what's going on.
Do you not have like a technology proficiency in that?
That would be technology 8.
Okay.
Can I roll technology as well?
Yeah, sure.
That's a 23. Or 22. 22.
All right. Yeah. So you look at it and you think, all these parts are. Everything should be working. There's nothing like no one has tampered with it. It's not physically wrong as far as you can tell. But you recognize this just from your long years of sailing that this has fallen victim to some very classic St. Elmo's fire. That just being out in space has accumulated enough static electricity to completely short out the wormhole. That it's just if you don't take the proper precautions and ground things, it looks like people are a little bit hasty to set this wormhole up. That just by existing, sometimes lightning can strike you down, and it seems like that's what's happened here. It was there's a possibility this was outside interference, but you think this was just a terrible natural accident, like a
Did I
storm.
get the impression that the effect would be replicated if someone were to try to go through it again?
You think this wormhole is shut, for
Okay.
lack of a better word.
So, and like, so if somebody were to try to come from somewhere else through it,
Mm-hmm.
bad
Yes.
For them.
for them.
You think the effect would be similar
Yeah.
to what's happened to your Admiralty. You
And what do I think has happened to the Admiralty?
you think they're stuck. You think it's a 50-50 chance that they are spaghettified goo,
Mm-hmm.
or that if you fix the wormhole, they would pop back up unharmed and unscathed.
The way I see it, our best course of action here is to keep it closed and invite the enemy through. Once we know they've gone in, we can open it up, and either they're all spaghettified goo, we all get to go home, or now both fleets are here and they can have the fight as planned, and we all get to go home.
Am I here for this? Are we talking
No, I'm as evidenced by my lack of an accent.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. This is just me saying, hey, seems like
I thought that was already the plan.
cool. All right.
But I thought part of the plan was we just leave it closed and then the problem solves itself.
I mean, sure, but with opening it back up, we run the chance of no longer being in charge.
Are we really qualified to be in charge?
Exactly. That's why I
We
want to open
are
it
the
up.
most qualified people currently in the galaxy to be in charge.
This is exactly why I want to open it up, because there's a 50-50 chance that our fleet will come back out and we will no longer be in charge.
Given that this is a Schrodinger's cat situation, have we considered that there is a chance,
Mm-hmm.
however small,
Mhm.
that I can check to see which side of that coin flip is currently the cat is dead or not situation?
I mean, you could try.
I can try. I'd like to go up in the skiff.
Yeah, you can.
Briggs knows nothing about this, though.
Oh, right, yes. Sorry.
Are you in the skiff with me?
Yeah.
You going on the field trip with me, Kev?
You guys are back there, and Tim's turns to you and says, so formal dinner then, obviously. There's no other recourse.
Of course. Lieutenant Kev and I will be right back. Figure out the dinner. You need to set the table.
Roast chicken, obviously. It takes some
Roast
time.
chicken, 4 hours minimum, depending on the size of the chicken. So we'll be right back. You'll take care of that.
We will pick the sherry as if we were going to die tomorrow.
And the Iberian
Excellent.
wine too. The
Yes,
special Iberian, yeah.
of course.
And the sugar water.
Don't. Yes, I'm sure we can sort something out.
Kev? And I sort of sneak out the like just sort of slide my way out. Get on the skiff and head up to the. I explained to you what I'm hoping to get out of this. It's just a test. It's just an experiment to see if maybe they're there. Then I can feel them telepathically, and if they're not,
I mean, I guess it'd be good to know. There's a part of me that doesn't want to know.
that's
We'll find out.
extremely fair. I can refrain from telling you if you'd like, as most of this is going to happen inside of me.
You know? No, I don't want to be that person. Just tell me what the baby's gonna be.
So you're willing to help me with this?
Why not? Why not?
Excellent. Does that mean you're gonna roll help action so I can get advantage?
roll help
Yes.
Or guidance, or I'll give you
Uh,
guidance. That's just an extra D4 there.
Help action will give advantage, though.
Oh,
and
yeah, I'll do
yeah.
help action.
Advantage is always,
Please you tell me how you're gonna help. I do want to hear this.
Kev rubs my shoulders.
Leads you in some breathing exercises.
Kev pulls out from his pocket this little packet of something that he doesn't know exactly what it is, but he knows that he likes to take it right before bed to go on wild journeys where he can't go while he's on the ship. And he takes some little flask of water that he does carry with him because he stays hydrated. Drops that into it and a little bit of molasses that's on his shoulder. swishes it around,
Everything covered in molasses now.
and hands it to Vega.
Sugar boy?
It'll help, I think.
Will invigorate me. Help me photosynthesize. What check are you gonna call this?
It feels like this should be a perception check. So if you can tell if what you're seeing is actually.
Could it be an investigation check?
My instinct would be to say it's a constitution check, whether this helps or hurts you. And if it.
Oh, I didn't mean the sugar water.
Oh.
I meant the roll
Oh, yes.
for the actual thing. Can that
microdosing.
be investigation? I'm investigating the wormhole.
I think that's
for psychic
fair. Yeah,
vibes.
I think it's like a DC 25. So
Okay.
yeah, you make that. I think that I call that.
I have a +8 to that, right?
You +9 to that.
Excellent.
Nice. Okay.
So first the con.
Yeah, give me a con check.
Okay.
Just a microdose.
I got a 10. Yeah.
Can I give guidance on that one? Just drink it.
I could have an 11 if you're considering that a constitution like saving throw, maybe.
I think it is a saving throw. I think it just does nothing. I
Okay.
think that's just like
I'm
you're
just
a
like,
plant.
hmm.
This is a human drug.
Mm-hmm.
The sugar water.
The sugar. This is
The
excellent
sugar water's
sugar.
there.
This is true.
Have
Just
you
a
put
little-
cybacillum in this?
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, it's so tasty. Gives it a nice earthy notes of.
Yeah. No, I remember
Mushrooms.
like last winter. Yeah, we all took a little bit around the holidays. Remember?
That was a lovely time.
Yeah, it was.
We had a lovely time. Okay. So I get no advantage, but
You get what? Are you? You get a help action.
That was
That
kinda
was the
help
help
out.
That was the,
action.
there-
It was
yeah.
the-
Then
the
you get
sugar
no.
water.
Then
My-
you get no advantage. Here,
So
roll
it's not
roll here so we
emotional?
can see it.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. Oh no.
that is a 10.
Oh god. No, it's
It's a crit fail.
it's still a crit fail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Incredible. Incredible. Okay. I'm
I'm just saying earlier in the campaign, help actions were, I'll just give you a help action. I'll help you out.
You know, sure. Let's stand on precedent then. You still
I'd
have
like
to
to
make.
avoid consequences if I can.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready for it to be better than that one.
I live
I'm
for
emotional.
that.
It's you still have to roll a 14 or higher.
As long as bad things don't happen.
That is an 8.
That is an 8. Okay. Ooh, fabric of space and time.
Mhm.
So 17.
Yes.
Yeah. Not bad.
Uh,
Doesn't give me what I want, but it's
no,
okay.
yeah, you listen around and you don't hear anything either way. It's very hard to tell. A lot of people have come through here. You're kind of getting bleed from all the residue of every sailor who's gone
Just
through
a
here.
lot.
So it's
Okay.
nice.
At least that tells me that I can't tell either way. So I'm not going to gain false confidence from our little experiment here, Kat. And you know what? We have learned something. And that is always the most important part.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Cap.
Do I look down and see this too?
Yeah, absolutely. You see the little skiff just bobbing around.
Hello!
What are you two doing down here?
Oh, we just missed you so much.
Yeah, I've not an idea. I came with.
It didn't work. It's okay.
We'll come back up.
We do really need to be luring the enemy straight to this portal, and if nobody tells them to do that, then the whole plan is bullshit.
What other portal would they go to?
They could just not use it, assuming that that we'd have it closed, because we wouldn't want them to come in. They gotta think that we have it open for them.
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
Are you saying I was assuming that you did the thing I asked you to do?
You asked me to draw up surrender terms. I did that, and now we're here.
Did you do that?
That's on my shit paper. You took a while. I have 3 surrender terms.
Hey, I didn't see these. What did you write?
He asked me to do it.
I asked the two
us
of you
to
to
do
do
it.
it together.
Not that I care, but let's get that right there.
I asked you to please draw up some fake terms of surrender,
So it doesn't matter what I wrote.
specifically requesting them to come through the portal.
I'll jot it down. Meet at portal. I write the coordinates, but like at X time. Tomorrow morning.
I want to leave, like hop down kind of from wherever I've been sitting into the skip. Did I do something to piss you off?
Why would you think that?
It's been giving me a lot of attitude today.
I have had a lot of sugar water. And you know what, Briggs? Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you know why everything is always fine? Because you usually do what I tell you to.
You know, Captain, he has a point.
I'm doing what you told me to.
You ever heard of following the letter of the law rather than the spirit of it?
Following the letter of the law would mean that you had dictated something to me. You told me to write fake negotiation terms. I'm doing that and telling them to meet me at the portal. What
do you
more
have
do
a
you
plan
want?
to send them to the enemy?
Where's Steven?
As you're saying this, Steven crash lands at the skiff. He's carrying what is a very neatly written dinner invitation with like the full menu courses, and it says, Superior Captain Timms invites you to dine with him, the stateroom of, Central Command.
Oh, great, our reservations. Cool.
Hold on now, that's perfect. I attach the invitation to the terms of surrender.
Perfect. I scribble out the last thing I wrote.
No, that's still important.
Okay, I rewrite it.
Attach them both to Steve.
Steve's look pretty rough. He's looking pretty rough.
Can I give Steve a snack?
Yeah.
Cool down
Can we give
molasses.
Steve
Can
a
I give
help action?
Steve some molasses? Let's get him hopped up on sugar.
Yeah. Molasses goes, and Steve bounces.
Well, I hope you never reassemble that one piece of you.
So Steven takes off into the ether. God, Steven, we love Steven. Yeah, so
I
you
like that he has a Christian name and a nickname now.
Steve.
And there's a good lad, Steve.
Mr. Briggs. While we're here in front of the portal, which if they're not going to come through as a bottleneck already, as I had previously stated, perhaps we might want to prepare for a different approach. If they're going to meet us in front of the portal,
Well, in theory, they'll be coming through the portal.
will they come through the portal?
Well, hopefully they won't, because the portal is turned off.
Yeah. Hopefully, they'll try to come through the portal as we've instructed them to do, and it won't work.
Okay.
And ideally, they will be separated and rejoined with nature as one of the gods has intended.
What the captain said.
And as all of our comrades already have been.
Oh, no.
just give it.
I like where
no.
your head's at, though, of having a plan B, in case that one goes awry.
Sounds good. It's quite simple. It also gives Gunny something to do.
Who?
The gunners.
Bop.
Bup.
Bop. But yes, so if for some reason they don't go through the portal and they end up meeting us next to the portal, we station the I'm bad with pronouncing names of things. In fact, the ship.
Yes.
We station it behind or in between the portal and we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the other ship.
Mm-hmm.
And we shoot into them so it pushes them. Just as long as they touch the portal, they get sucked in. And I know that would make Mbop really happy to shoot. So that's just
Would that work? Is that something we can do?
I think the implication is the portal is closed from this side.
Yeah.
So there's no
So
in,
it's-
there's no out. There's just
Oh, so
kind
this
of dead
one's like
space.
it's like for some reason I was thinking it was like broken on both sides. Like I thought it was like
No,
broken,
you
like-
can
It's
go
like,
in.
It works. Yeah, it works
It's
on
like
the
a
other side.
like
but this
like a
one's-
door from some other places that you might recognize in popular fiction, where you can try to go in multiple doors, but if your particular door is closed, then no one from any other door could come to it. So this wormhole's closed, but all the other wormholes are open. But if you're trying to take wormhole A to this one, then it's you're gonna get stuck
But we can't get stuck from this wormhole.
unless you opened it up again. Unless you repaired it.
Ignore what I was saying.
Cool.
Could we repair it? Now, okay, is the on-off thing, is that a metaphor or is that more literal?
Literal.
Could we repair it and not flick the switch?
Could we?
Yeah, in theory. I mean, it would take a higher technical roll,
Mhm.
but yeah.
I figure with the two of you combined, perhaps some of these other gentlemen.
What's your tech modifier?
+2.
Okay,
You're an engineer.
Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. I didn't put down any of my proficiencies or expertise on this thing.
Well,
That's probably okay. That helps a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
I'd give you a help action to try to fix this thing.
Alrighty.
but now we have a dinner.
I mean, I don't need to eat.
Right,
Uh,
I never do well at those types of things, Captain.
All right, Captain. Now we'll go to the
Fancy
dinner.
dinners are for you and Kev.
You two can stay behind and fix the wormhole.
Sounds
Can
good.
certainly try.
I can try at least once an hour.
Yep. So are you guys staying behind in the skiff, or leaving the Invictus here and returning the skiff? Who's dinnering and who's
I
Invictusing?
think we'll send them back in the skiff
Yeah, we'll go with the
because I'd like to be able to, if something nasty shows up, I'd like to be able to holler to Mop to start firing.
Yeah.
Incredible. So you, Kev, and Vega are going back to officers' quarters. Is that what I'm understanding?
guess.
We're going back
Yeah.
to High Command for dinner.
I don't love the idea of leaving my ship in this moment, but
We can always send Kev back. Whatever.
Oh God.
I don't like that idea.
Up to you, Cap. You staying or you going?
Let's go. Is that a 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since the 13.
Yeah, I would say it is 20 to
But
fix.
you have advantage because I can give
Yeah.
you a help action, so roll again.
Yeah, 20 to fix.
That's a 20.
That's 20. Okay, yeah, so you have repaired the wormhole, and so you now can switch it on and off as you want.
So if they come up next to it, you just switch it on and push them through, like Plan B.
Well, if you switch it on, something might be coming. If there's something inside of it, it'll be coming out first.
Well, that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
an
that
even
would be
better
better.
plan.
Well, okay, but listen, if we're here and something comes through while we switch it on, aren't we in just the path of destruction? Isn't that a sure way to die?
Exactly. This is why we're not opening it right away. For now, let's see if we can't let Plan A work.
All right. Plan A it is.
Are you hungry?
Starving.
Let's go.
Okay,
We'll see you later.
So you're gonna hang out by the wormhole.
Yeah.
Okay, incredible.
Presumably, like, if it has a face,
I mean, could we
presumably not, like, in front of
could
the
we
face.
like kind of get away from it a bit and leave a little piece of Mo there? So it's like if I give you the signal, hit the switch.
You'd still have to be able to communicate with Mo, so you'd have to be
Can
lying.
Mo see?
You'd have to be.
I have like
yeah.
I have these lanterns or glow
Yes,
rods
you,
or whatever.
You can do visuals.
Mhm.
So each one of these is 150 feet.
Oh wow!
So you'd have to be within at least 800 feet.
Okay.
Of him to be
So
able
yeah,
to
let's
see,
just-
So,
Go like a number of squares. Yeah, like that's good.
yeah.
And be like, all right, Mo's gonna stay here, and if I want him to flip the switch and turn it on, I'll like light 2 of these lantern thingies.
Mo says, and it's a little Mo, right? So
Yeah, it's a little Mo. Good lad.
he's got like the badge like on his forehead, like incredible. We need Chadworth on the Invictus.
Yeah, I like to be able to keep an eye. Although dinner does really seem like his kind of place.
He reuniting with his cousin, unfortunately.
Oh no, I want to see that though.
That's true.
Just let me know. I can pop Chadworth in the mix.
Yeah, I want to send Chadwick,
You know what?
Chadwick back
Yeah.
with him on the skiff.
Okay. Here's some Briggs. Okay. Yeah.
Or actually, no, I don't want him talking to anyone important.
I don't either.
Okay.
I'm holding on to him.
Yeah, Briggs is probably the smart one out there. Yeah. So you arrive at high command. Everyone is very nervous. You can tell that the enlisted people are still kind of waiting. They're like, Lieutenant, any news? Do you know what's going on at all in any capacity?
I know there's a plan. And I know that the chances are not great. But the chances are also not bad. If that makes any sense.
It's supremely unhelpful, sir. No.
Okay. So here's the thing. We are counting on things continuing not to work until we want them to work. You get me? You understand?
Feeling like I'm not gonna be getting. Okay. Yes, sir. I will. This is just a seaman who's kind of like walked up. Yeah, like Sir, Lord, Admiral, Captain, sir.
Sometimes, when good things happen to people, bad things happen to other people.
Yes, sir.
We're very much hoping that this continues to be one of those circumstances.
Where bad things happen to other people. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Is he sufficiently
He's
calm?
spooked him real good.
Spooked
him real good. He interpreted that as if you keep talking to me, bad things will happen to you.
No.
No, it's okay. I will. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. It's
Other people. Enemies, even.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yep. I'll spread the
Of
word.
us.
I'll spread the word. Yeah, absolutely.
Listen. Give your wits about you. Make sure everyone else is ready. Tomorrow morning, things will be coming through.
Remember
Be
your
ready.
breathing exercise.
Yep. I sure hope I'll be breathing tomorrow. Yep. Absolutely.
Can I make a persuasion check for her to chill the fuck out? Like, Christ.
With disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. No. What's persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
So it's +7, so 16.
16.
And a 1.
He has immediately spread the word that you've threatened him with death. Morales, who is
Cool. It's incredible.
Being good
not
for morale was meant to be Vega's whole thing.
I think I have some like bonuses that are like people just like kind of trust what I say, but I didn't write them down. They came with the noble feat. Did you write them down?
Oh, I did not have them.
The background feats.
So the seaman walks away, and the servant, one of the serving men comes up and says, captains, yes, Lord, Sir Admiral, Captain, acting, Sir Admiral, Captain, Lord. Sorry.
Added more words to it. I love it.
Please.
What were you gonna say?
Please come in. Dinner is almost served. Yes. We'll be having aperitifs. Aperitifs is the wrong word. They're having canapes and some light appetizers in.
An amuse-bouche, perhaps.
Oh yes, exactly. Even so.
More French words.
Sorry, I don't know what French is. Sounds lovely. Yes. So, right this way, sirs. So he escorts you into a very lavish kind of sitting room. The rest of the officers are kind of clustered around. Small glasses in their hands. And just chat. They're not talking about what's going to happen at all. Like, it's really clear that all of the military minds are in the wormhole. Like, there's a reason you guys got called. They are not in it.
We are technically the most qualified people in the universe to be doing this job.
Dr. says, Kev, you made it.
Ducky.
Hey, I haven't been called that in years. That's how I know we're friends.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure seeing you. Listen, there's a lot going on. You know this. We all know this. But I'm glad you're here, man. I'm really glad that this is the group that's come together to save
Listen,
us
man,
all.
you gotta get us out of this. I know what's going on. Like we're looking like it, but we have no idea what's going on. Like we can sail a ship, right, and like not die.
Yeah.
But... Captain, so glad you could make it. Lord High Admiral, yes, so glad you could make
That's
it.
me.
Would you like some of the finest whiskey and some of the Iberian wines requested?
Excellent. Good.
It's very kind of you to offer. I don't know if I can consume that.
He prefers sugar water. I think we asked for
Whiskey's
some
basically
earlier.
sugar water.
It's been fermented, though. And I don't know what that's going to do to my bowels.
Yes,
It's
yes,
fine.
of course.
I'll take the whiskey for both of us. They have to have some sugar water around here somewhere.
Thank you, Kevin, my savior.
My name is not Kevin.
All your names sound the same.
Yeah, Tim's rings the bell.
All your names
and asks
sound
for
like
some sugar
Kevin.
Water. Yeah, a little droid comes in with like a single crystalline sphere of like swirled with sugar water.
Listen, as far as I see it, we have a plan, and if the plan works, none of us will have to do any actual fighting. If the plan works, either everyone will disappear into the abyss and be spaghettified forever, or they'll figure it out themselves, and we'll just be here sitting pretty, not involved in a war we were never meant to get involved in anyway. So, gentlemen, tonight we celebrate. Celebrate all coming together, and for once being at the top of the world. So hope it doesn't end tomorrow.
We're not making further plan. We're just
Do you have an idea that you
No.
want to share?
of course not.
Then why would you suggest that any of us should? That was the implication, right?
When you put it like that, I just assumed.
I'm still learning the intricacies of English doublespeak, so please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But it does feel like that. He's a very frank man, and he's had a lot of sugar water today.
It's when it would start fermenting inside of him. So Miles is like, no, but I've learned nothing. It just doesn't hurt to ask. The worst they can do is tell you no.
No!
Oh, lovely. We get some more whiskey.
Can I communicate telepathically with Kev?
Yeah, sure.
Did that go well?
Yeah. Yeah, I did, actually.
God.
Listen, we're gonna be fine.
Why?
It's gonna be fine.
Do they insist on asking questions that they know I don't know the answer to?
Because we don't either.
They've all started
Oh,
sitting
man.
down. They switched, just drinking. Yeah, this is not.
At what point do we need to start making constitution checks?
Well, how much are you drinking?
How much sugar
All of
water
it.
do you
Oh,
have?
yeah, you
I
can
have had
have-
3
Give
glasses
me a
of sugar
constitution
water.
check.
Excellent.
Yeah, give me constitution. If you are matching them per your
Oh, yeah.
species level of intoxication, give me a constitution check.
Technically, I think that's a 12. I can add half of my proficiency bonus to anything I'm not proficient in.
Slosh.
That's
They're
busted.
What was
That's
that?
a 10.
10?
I got a 10 on the dice, which I think is a 12.
Okay, cool. So you're
If I'm adding... Because I don't know if I'm proficient in Constitution. I don't think that's your thing.
Well, you can be proficient in Constitution saving throws. but you-
yeah, you can be.
Is this a saving throw?
Yes.
Then yeah, it's a 12.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're like a little woozy, but you're still fine. You should probably slow down. The officers.
Oh
They are done. Completely done. So,
Are they asleep?
They have drunk enough that like they have not yet fully metabolized what they have drunk. Once they do that, they're gonna be like they will pass out. They're not. They have ceased to be useful people.
I'd like to go back.
All right, Captain.
This
We
has
can
been
do
a
that.
massive waste of time.
Listen, we came. We thought we had the Iberian wine. I thought you were someone who enjoyed the finer things in life. This is one of the finer things in the galaxy.
I'm choosing to trust you.
We're gonna be fine. We'll sleep it off. We'll be perfectly fine by the morning. I have some great uppers back on the ship. And we'll be fine.
Like 5 minutes after you leave, the serving droid like comes in with the canapes and just like everyone's passed out. So it just like turns around, tries to hand it to some of the officers. They're all storing. Yeah, so you guys take the skip back to the ship, I'm assuming. Incredible. And
the other map back now. Feel bad to lose our tiny little ship friend.
Is there any way we could just, like, surely there is some, like, smaller fleet that is here if all those captains are here.
Are they
Do you want
within
them?
60 feet of
Do you
you?
want them? They currently don't have captains.
Somehow I don't think they would have been helpful. I'd like to send, like, Jimmy Bean and a couple guys on back to the, like, docks of the skiff and be like, hey, put out the word, all the, like,
Yeah,
all the ships
the
to,
actual, yeah.
like, get ready in case some shit goes down, get in position, etc., etc.
Amazing.
And, like, to have, like, the fleet kind of waiting.
Yeah, alright,
Nearby.
let's say that Iberia's kind of over here.
Okay.
We'll put the fleet here and here.
Yep.
Also, fun detail, their hulls are black because it's a 3D space. So if you're trying to attack someone from the top, and they look up and they see nothing but your hull because it's space.
Smart.
Very clever. Thanks.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but we have fixed the portal.
Mhm.
We turn it on, and out pops the rest of our fleet, and we shut it off again. Same thing happens, right? If
Or
they try-
their spaghetti.
Or their spaghetti.
You'd have to run another check to see if you could turn it off. Because, like, you fixed it, but what turned it off was not, like, an actual switch. It's like an electrical... The portals aren't meant to be able to be turned off for kind of precisely this reason. So it was kind of an electrical short. So you could attempt to replicate it, but it would be some significant time.
I do have electrical attacks. Do we want to try to release our people and then shut it off again by sacrificing both my arms?
Are we all there at this point?
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
up in the thing.
I consider that a last-ditch effort if the enemy fleet appears and they've not been spaghettified due to Plan A.
That does seem like a last-ditch effort, especially given that if your father and the former Lord High Admiral come out of the wormhole intact, and as though no time has passed, they will be both confused and irate at what we have wrought.
They're gonna have a lot of fucking questions that none of us want to answer.
And we don't have a lot of time to answer those questions.
And
So
if
I do
any one
think
of them
Leaving them as maybe spaghetti is probably just best for right now.
Look, as far as us going back to living our lives the way we like goes, should any one of them come out of that portal without an active enemy to pursue that's not us, I don't like the odds that one of them doesn't board the ship, come down and start looking through some. Look, what everybody here needs to realize is that we are standing atop a deck of cards, or more specifically, a deck of carefully curated paperwork. And a one strong breeze is gonna blow the whole thing down.
You know,
We have to let them out at some point, right?
And we will let them out if the enemy fleet comes in from not the portal.
So either alright, let me explain it to you. So either the enemy fleet attempts to come through the portal and spaghettifies. So problem solved. We can reopen the portal, see if the fleet comes out, and if they do, they'll return in and we get to say, hey, we solved your problem, the war is over. Congratulations, we're heroes. We'll be on our way. No. If the enemy fleet doesn't come through the portal and get spaghettified, then we reopen the portal and either they don't come out and, we just fight them, I guess. Or they come out and, hey, there's enemies attacking. Maybe they should focus on that instead of us.
I like
All
this
right.
one.
I just want
I
to
knew it.
assist my commanding officers any way I can, and you are all my commanding officers, but so are everyone behind the portal, so...
Well,
Like,
right
they might-
now, there's a 50-50 chance that they are spaghetti. So for right now, we're your commanding officers.
Alright.
50% sure. As you guys are talking about this, Steven sails in, and Steven he's on his last
Oh,
wings.
Steve.
He just smashes straight into you.
Oh.
You don't
You did good, lad. You did real good.
You can
Good
rest now,
bird.
sweet prince.
And he's got another hollow tube in the again the twin dragon, the twin heads come out, Golden Lion and the dragon of the skies, and they say, Captain Vega, your words of surrender were most kind and most eloquent. We will be coming to you directly, post haste. Stand prepared to receive us through the portal. We are coming, in full estate, prepared for this momentous occasion of the new Albian Empire's full and total surrender and the ascendancy of the Sincera Empire. Long live!
So that's good
Golden
news.
Yes, that's excellent news.
Hooray! Kev, you know what to do.
Does he?
Sugar
Do
water
I?
for
Oh.
everyone.
That. We got stronger stuff downstairs if anyone wants it.
Awesome. So you guys, as you guys are looking at the portal, you can see that the Empire clearly knows how long it takes a bird to get from you, because you can see the wormhole start to light up. And
But it's
Yep.
off.
as the wormhole starts to light up, it starts to smoke and to shake, and after basically because it's in space, right, tumbling through the air, there's an enormous shower of sparks, and then nothing happens.
Wow.
That seems like good news.
Like we might be.
You know what I
having
always say,
spaghettis.
Brittany? Good news for some people is bad news for others. And I think in
You,
this
you
case,
have been saying that a lot.
it is finally time for us to have some good news. And you know how I feel about good news.
Is there the footage that they had for the last time of
Mhm.
when the Albian Empire went into the portal and didn't come out?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way we can check similar footage?
Yeah, you
for
probably
the
go back to High
Sincerity?
Command, and they have
Yeah.
look at the.
All right, yeah. Let's run over to High Command and see and check the footage.
Check the security cameras.
Are you taking the skiff or the whole thing?
Let's take this ship. Begrudgingly, we will leave
Who are you leaving? Because
Duck
Jimmy
McScrooge
Bean
in
is-
charge.
You sent
Yeah,
Jimmy
and
Bean
whatever
back.
his
Actually, no,
company's
you
name
sent the skiff back. You guys have to take the Invictus back.
Oh yeah, we did send the skip. Jimmy Bean took the skip to get the other.
Not been
Right.
long enough.
So yeah, we're taking the Invictus.
Alright.
Mo is in charge.
Mo is in charge.
Excellent. Doing
Mo
a
is-
great
Yeah,
job.
Mo is in charge, except everyone has been told independently. If Mo asks to get into the other molasses tanks, you say no.
No.
And then
Only-
Moonbop will circle Mo to make sure that if Mo gets
Yeah.
the signal,
Mm-hmm.
you got guns.
Umbop's like he rolls around like a little Sonic thing and just encircles Mo. Should a molasses incident occur?
Anything comes out of the portal, shoot it. Yes.
Crucially, if anything, enemy shaped comes out of the portal.
All
shoot
things
it.
are enemy shaped to mop.
Anything that doesn't have like legs.
And yeah, anything not
Please?
bearing our flag. See that one right there? Anything not with one of those?
Free range.
Free range.
You'd probably have like a 5-second delay on it.
Mom used to say, all fire was friendly. It's fine. I understand. I understand, Mr. Briggs.
Don't know that you should. Mom, did you see all those sparks earlier that came off of the portal?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful,
You
Mr.
know,
Briggs.
you know what those sparks? I'm like 95% certain. You know what those sparks meant?
What, Mr. Briggs?
We just annihilated an entire fucking fleet without lifting a finger.
Oh.
That's what we're gonna go check.
We'll show it to you on repeat.
I'll get the footage if it's there.
Make those holotubes last for hours.
I think maybe he's gonna masturbate to it. Let's go check the footage.
I'll be in a bunk.
I don't know that Captain Vega knows what masturbation is.
I don't think Megan does either.
So we've left Mo at the wormhole, and with the rest of the Invictus, is that what's happening?
No, we took the whole Invictus back because
Yeah.
we don't have the skip. So we
Yes.
took the whole Invictus back to High Command. Mo is on the Invictus.
Yes, you're walking to High Command. Gotcha.
He is in charge under the exception of the no molasses
Right.
rule.
Gotcha. Okay. So
But
you guys
have one
Mbop
episode.
and Jim Beam are in the other ships, and they're like
Gotcha.
keeping watch.
These are great.
Mm-hmm.
Having the names really comes in clutch. I'll have to check my chart. Okay, cool. So you guys head over to High Command. The officer's passed out still, completely. There's like a cleaning droid, like, cleaning. It's a little Roomba, and it keeps bumping into Duckworth's feet. No movement.
Kev takes a packet of cocaine out of his back pocket and just kind of like leaves it on the table by the passed out officers. I'll help him in the morning.
Incredible. We locate. Do we roll something to locate the security range or whatever?
Yeah, give me. Yeah, there's like clerks that you could ask. You could also just like roll an investigation check.
I'm just gonna move the bodies into a line so that way the Roomba can get through.
15? No? Yeah, 15.
19.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you zero in on probably one of the like first recordings of it. It's right there.
Beautiful.
The clerks say, "Oh, you've come to actually do some work. You're actually looking at the footage. I've labeled everything very exhaustively.
Thank you.
Okay, here. What exactly are you looking for?
We are looking for the annihilation of the entire fleet. The new one.
Yes. Oh,
Not the old
fine.
one.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Let me know if you need anything else. I'm always here to help.
Do you mind if we screen it here?
Sure.
Is that
Does
good?
that confirm that we did do it?
Maybe.
You saw it on the screens?
Oh, I thought you were looking for the our fleet. The
No,
annihilation of
the
our
enemy
fleet.
fleet.
the other
The
one.
enemy fleet.
Presumably you were recording that, right? Like what?
Well, like on the other side of the portal.
Oh, they wouldn't have had that
The
because it
same
would be
portal.
it's an enemy wormhole. So
Mm.
New Albion, this wormhole,
So we've come here for no reason.
Iberia. So you would have footage of what happened to
So wait,
wormhole Iberia twice when two fleets tried to come into a closed wormhole. Yeah, so you look at the footage from when the New Albion fleet tried to come through the wormhole, and you compare it to the footage you have of the Sincera fleet coming through the wormhole, and it looks like you can see some sparking, some smoke from the first times. It's either that the wormhole is getting progressively more damaged, or just a larger amount of stuff was trying to come through. But they look fairly similar. You think that like
Okay.
they were sending some stuff through.
Let's say you all to opening up that portal and making a hasty retreat before anyone can figure out what's going on.
I like the way you think, Mr.
And
Briggs.
just betting their spaghetti.
Well, either they're spaghetti and nobody gives a fuck where we go anymore, or they both pop out and they're too busy fighting each other to notice us getting away.
I mean, this does work for the bottleneck technique. So, like, if we just put all the guns at the thing, let our people come through, and then just start unloading, and hopefully our guys understand unloading means unload.
Little luck. Spaghetti dinner.
As you guys are making this plan, a messenger comes in from the docks carrying another hollow tube, which is, it's in the colors of the Sincera army, but it is not kind of the opulent, classic ones that you've been getting from the straight from the desk of the Emperors. He says, High Lord Admiral, a messenger came with us, and they looked, very upset. It's a technical term. A shower of gold comes up, and it's a very serious looking being. They've got like 3 eyes right here. And they're just very tall and very square, very like just built like a brick shit house, but with like eyes that are looking directly into your soul. It says, hello, this is Commodore Peril. I am the current highest ranking commander of the Sincera Army, Navy. After this completely egregious and vainglorious display of false surrender, my emperors have been captured, and I will stop at nothing to regain control of whatever apparatus you have prevented their eminence from appearing, and I will hunt each one of you down to the ends of the earth. It's the last thing I do, God help me.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, I would also like to make an insight check.
Absolutely.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I believe that is all. That's a dirty 8. Or that's an 18.
An 18.
Not all.
He is absolutely sincere in his desire to hunt you down to the ends of the earth and kill you, so God help him.
Does
Is he
seem
capable,
very
though?
smart or charismatic?
He seems like the person that the Twin Emperors have put in charge when they're not in charge.
Sure.
So yeah, he's
Survivor.
yeah. They clearly did a bit better of a job.
Does he seem impressionable, I guess is my question.
He's a bit of a square.
May I send a video? Like, I'll get the thing back up and, like, record myself?
Yeah, absolutely. As you're doing this, someone else comes in and says, Lord High Admiral, there's reports of, ships in the area. Our advanced scouts have been sending messenger birds, and it looks like it's not the whole fleet, but there are Sincera forces converging directly on our location.
Excellent. Right, now might be the time to try to open up that portal
Sounds
again.
good.
Never mind, I'm not gonna record it.
We don't want to parlay with them?
God,
This is
no.
not the-
No, we're just trying to trap them inside of a hole.
Look, the UNNA exists for more than 700 years at this point, but we've definitely committed some war crimes today, so
That could be an accident.
not as far as they're concerned.
We can always just feign incompetence.
We didn't have to know that the wormhole was broken.
Exactly.
It's, as far as we know, still broken. We attempted to fix it. We didn't know that it's just off now.
I'm gonna cast shock on the tapes that we have of the previous tapes of like the our fleet coming through the wormhole and not like getting through. It's just to destroy the evidence.
It's plausible deniability that we didn't know what would happen.
Okay, yeah, sure, go for it.
And this is a stationary target, so I'm just gonna kind of assume it hits.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think it hits.
Great, awesome. And it takes 1d10 lightning damage.
Yeah,
I have a lightning pistol, by the way.
roll damage for you.
We should get back to the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's 7 points of lightning damage.
Yeah, it explodes in a shower of glass. And the clerk goes,
Listen,
What?
this is for our safety. This is for your safety.
When can destruction of knowledge be considered safety? What government would take information away from its people? Does it even do
part of
need
the
to
fucking
run
Every
a
single
government?
fucking one!
Have a cup of tea.
This is an
Breathe in.
official military procedure
Mhm.
in these exact circumstances, and the knowledge of such a procedure is above your pay grade. And I'm gonna persuade him.
Alright. He takes the tea just like out of
Does that count as a help action?
The tea?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay,
16 plus
7 plus 7. So 23.
He says, well, you would know better than I would, I guess. I would like to register my complaints. This is highly irregular.
and you may do so with the appropriate authorities, none of whom are in this room. Goodbye. My crew, and I get the fuck out of here.
We're gonna get when we get back to the Invictus. I would like to light 2 lanterns.
Alright, cool.
and wave them around for Mo to see.
You are not within range.
We're coming back.
What do you mean?
You had to be within range for him to see it. It had to be
800.
800
yards. Is that not 1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, I guess
5?
how much can we move per turn?
Yeah, how much?
You can move 3 squares per turn.
Okay, so let's.
And
When you range in the-
what is 800 divided by 150?
It's 5 and change.
5 and
Yeah,
change.
5 and
1,
change.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So you just need to move, get one
Yeah.
turn in.
Okay,
Um,
we'll do that.
Alright, as you guys are squaring up, you can see in the distance, looks like some enemy ships approaching. And the winds around Iberia, highly changeable, subject to all kinds of storms, bad weather. One of the reasons it was picked was it's kind of a defensible location because it's hard to attack because the weather is so changeable.
Oh my god.
You see in the distance
Oh, what's it? Oh no.
a solar storm.
Oh, move God.
Begin to blow in. The nebular gases float in. So you can move 3 squares at a turn. In order to fire at a ship, if you want to move to be with, so you can fire within 5 squares of a ship. If you're right next to a ship, you can't fire at them. And in order to turn, that takes half your movement. So like if you can only move 2 squares to turn versus 3. And you can only fire within 5 squares, so that should be balanced, I think, in order to comply with the rules of sail, because I didn't like how Spelljammer did it. And if you sail into the nebula, you have to give a perception check at disadvantage. If you fail that, then you roll a d4 and you come out on that side of the nebula. Completely random.
Cool.
Assume there's no space inside the nebula. It's a turbulent wind, so you're spat out when you go into it. So like this takes 1 turn to cross. This takes 1 turn to cross. Let's roll initiative. Okay. I'm gonna treat these groups as 1 and these groups as 1, and Invictus, and then who is captaining? So Briggs is captaining the ship. Who is captaining these 2? What's the?
I would like to be a captain.
Well, but are you steering though? I think is the question.
No,
No.
captains don't steer.
Yeah, that's.
They
Okay,
give
I
instructions.
assumed that was the question.
We can co-captain.
Alright, so I guess the question is, are we controlling these as a? Yeah, we'll just say these move on the same turn.
Yeah.
And you guys can just control them from there. Okay, so looks like these are all going straight for the wormhole in an attempt to control it. Let's see. Okay, I got a 9. What did you roll?
Dirty 20.
Alright, you guys go first.
Doing the actual captaining is the only thing I prepared for rolling this character.
Incredible.
So, great. Please let me captain.
Absolutely.
Please let me yell
Yeah.
at people.
I'm
Words
just,
of motivation.
I'm just steering.
Okay, cool.
You can yell too. You're always welcome to yell, Briggs.
I didn't think that I wasn't. It's you, Captain, you keep offering these words of encouragement, and I'm just getting confused by them. Because I wasn't in a position where I thought I needed to be encouraged, but then you started encouraging me, and I'm like, did I need to be encouraged? Had something gone wrong that I needed to be encouraged?
Everyone needs a
you
little
to
encouragement
decide.
every now and again. There's nothing wrong with it.
On the bright side,
If you want to count that as sage advice, then you can have +2 to any skill of my choice for the next hour.
I think you should probably be piloting.
Then let's do it. You're 2 better at piloting.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget. I will.
I now have a +9 to that.
Incredible. Alright, you guys go first.
Yeah, So, like we said, we're gonna go forward the 300 feet and light the signal for Mo.
Okay. I don't know if I have enough ships. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so the Invictus goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We do have to go forward the whole way, just close enough
Oh,
that Mo can see us.
So 3 is fine.
Yeah, right, because that's how we should do this. Okay, this is gonna be partially obscured because of this, so I'm just gonna give, I'm gonna have Mo make a perception check. To see through the nebula. Mo does not make it. So if you have cued in these people on your plans, you can have them move closer. Mbop's ship definitely could. Possibly.
Yeah. I'm gonna wave the rods at Mbop instead and be like, point them towards Mo. Be like,
Alright.
like one of those like the guys who bring in the flames.
Airport control. Yep.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, definitely within range. Mo. Alright. This is heads. This is tails.
Switch.
Heads.
Across his heads.
Tails.
The crest is tails.
The crest is tails. Heads, they live.
Oh no!
Just cast throw them out, but don't hit a ship.
I can't control that.
Tails.
They died.
Mbop opens. Mo opens the portal, and a cacophony of smoke billows out, and then you just see clear straight through to the Sincera capital. Just
Well, that should do a number on their morale.
there's nothing there. You are pretty much the last ships in either one of your fleets.
Can we parlay?
Given that morale is the captain's whole thing. Can we make like a joint morale intimidation check to use that to completely decimate?
Can we send
The
like a
fleet's
little
morale.
message of parlay where the two of us are standing there, sort of like their emperors did before,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you
and
can
give
do
them
that.
a little message?
Yeah, you can absolutely try that.
Probably help with that.
So
I think
I'll persuade and you intimidate, and you're
Yeah.
gonna help us.
I have curse, which up to 3 creatures. It could be ships in this context.
I think you're trying to convince the captains.
Okay.
So you've got
Yeah.
5 captains you gotta compete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. They must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed saving throw, when the target makes an attack or saving throw, they must roll a d4 and subtract that from the roll. So any attack roll going forward.
Awesome.
I believe I can give you, if we do it via a machine, I can give you 1d4 of.
I mean, you said that when you break one of those things and it's not in a confined space, it gets really big.
Yeah.
So could we crack one of those things? Could I have Steve fly up in the air and crack it
in
above the ship
vacuum
so that there would be
space.
like a big projection of
Yeah, you
coming
can
from a
climb the
ship?
rigging or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Alright.
can absolutely do that. I think so it'd be a 20 to convince these guys and a 25 to convince Peril. Because that you can this wormhole's it's 130, 150 feet across, maybe 200 feet. Like you can see. Like word has gotten round.
So yeah, we're gonna record a thing and then crack it
Absolutely.
up
Alright,
high.
tell me what you say. What do you two together say?
We're gonna stand next to the captain and look very menacing, and then I will try to bounce off whatever he says.
Can I hop in on the persuasion roll at all?
Who do you want to help then? Yes, you can throw a help action.
Can you help my persuasion?
I'll help your persuasion. Yeah.
And then
I
I'm
have a
gonna
+7.
I'll use my +4 for your intimidation. It's essentially inspired.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
What
Alright.
was his name? Commodore.
Commodore Peril.
Peril. We love Irish.
He's a bit of a blockhead, sorry.
Anyway. Commodore Peril and friends. As you can see, unfortunately, your armada has not successfully come through the wormhole. You may, and I suggest you do, travel through it back to your home world, where you should stay. Live out your lives happily, looking back on these memories fondly of the friends and time that you spent in the service. Use it towards as an edification of the rest of your life, whatever you may do with it. Should you choose to use to have the rest of your life. Alternatively, I'd like to hand this over to my Officer Briggs.
The captain's been very apt about saying, should you choose to live the rest of your life, because the choice is entirely in your hands. We don't have to do this fight. Frankly, it's a bit of a bother for all of us. No one really cares enough about what's going on here. We could all just go home. No one's gonna want to come for you, you wouldn't have to come for us. Isn't it all just a bit tiring? Whew. Rest assured, if you do decide to come for us, you better come collect. Because you won't be leaving.
Bye!
This is a massive, with endless space, with no kind of planetary gravity to get in the way. This is projected, visible across, hundreds of feet. Easily, all of these ships saw this and heard this. And you can hear, you see as the sound waves go across. You can see the ships were reacting to it, sort of in a bit of delayed time.
Okay, so I got an 11, which is plus 7 is 18.
An 8.
Yeah, there's 5 of them and 3 of you. It's not super intimidating.
But is it
But
persuasive?
I could cast guidance too, which is a D4 for ability checks.
I mean, do it. I feel
Do
like
it.
I mean,
We're doing it.
It's worthwhile for you,
Yep.
for you to take it.
Do it.
Okay, great. Cast guidance.
Roll a d4. Oh, remind myself.
Just need a 2. Oh, oh
It's
no.
tragic.
Incredible.
I mean, I can still use enhance, and I give you a +1.
This is a team effort.
funny.
We're not
Yeah.
cobbling it together here, folks.
I will allow
Oh
it.
my god.
I will say that, yeah, so you a little bit of whispering in Captain Vega's ears about what some of the higher class military officers are going to actually find convincing. And you managed to boost the signal
Yeah,
Just
boost the video quality.
beyond its normal capacity, and that is just in good quality is a little bit, it is that extra level of intimidating. Yeah, and so you see these 4 captains try to turn course directly for the wormhole and start signaling semaphore of basically message received, disengaging, because they don't run up a white flag, but they take down. Fun fact about naval, they batten all their hatches down, so it's obvious they're not going to fire any cannons. Nelson in the Age of Sail during the Napoleonic Wars, he patented a painting where it was checkered, so the sides of the ship were in yellow and the gun hatches were black, so you could see very easily if the ship was about to fire on you or if they had closed all their hatches. It was called checkering. It was adopted when you're trying to go into ports that were armored to clearly signal that you were not about to start ship. So that's what they do. So they batten down their hatches and immediately start there. 1, 2.
Meanwhile, Peril's absolutely just
Yeah,
shitting a
yeah.
brick. Will be like you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you can see Peril is Peril is shouting and yelling, signaling to his officers, And yeah, so he turns and starts sailing directly at the Invictus, who was sailing this up. So
I think it's fair to say that all that fuckery was our whole turn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So they came in. Your turn. They just moved after you, so I guess it's now your turn again.
Oh, did he already do all his movement?
Well, it's like only 3 moves,
that's
so
true, that's true.
you don't move very fast.
What are the range on the guns on these things?
It is 800 meters with disadvantage and 200 with advantage.
Okay.
So if you're within 3 squares, you shoot normal. If it's within 5 squares, you're at disadvantage.
And that one that's closest to Peril, that one's being led by Bob. Correct.
Yes. Yep. It truly is.
On a catch Bob's eye.
Get closer and then do it.
I worry
You do it?
that is the wrong message.
Captain, with all due respect.
I mean, let him do whatever he wants, but he's gonna shoot a ship that we just said it was okay that they went.
No, just the one that's not gonna.
This
The
one's
one that's coming for
this
us.
one is-
Oh, I missed
it's
that.
opened
I'm
its
sorry.
guns. It's coming straight
I
at
got
you.
lost in the fun fact, and I completely missed that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, go now. I salute him too. You know.
Okay. Yes.
It's your time, boyo.
Great. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry.
Actually, can I make an insight check on that ship then before he goes?
Yeah. Sure. We're doing
It's contested by deception, and I gain insight to their weaknesses and defensive maneuvers.
Okay. Sure. 16.
8.
Yep.
Never mind. They're really far away. I can't tell.
The naval strategy is pretty. So he moves closer. He readies his guns, and this is within 300 feet. Yeah. So it has to be over 15, and Umbach gets a +3 to this roll. So this is +8, whatever this is. Oh God. Okay. Yes. So 16.
Excellent.
So this, yeah. Bob has been waiting for this for, the reason Bob ended up on the Invictus was because he was somehow, for the new Albian Empire, too ready to go to war. So, the Invictus has been not doing that for the entire war, so this is Bob's one shining moment, and by God.
His one shot, if you will.
Yes. Precisely.
This is, as they say, his shot.
He's going to take it. So he rolls. Okay. I'm gonna need some more dice here.
Oh.
These heads. Yeah, they want to send.
Yeah.
Everybody send your kids to camp. Tens. I need 4 of them.
One from each of us, I guess. Or,
Yeah, one for each.
for luck.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna need someone who can do some math.
A calculator. Alright.
It's a 9, a 6, an 8, a 5, and a 4.
32.
Multiply that by 27.
Oh God!
You do not want to get hit by one of these things.
But 27, you said?
27.
By 27.
864.
Alright, cool. Yeah, as Harold is standing at the helm, or standing at the forecastle, just like yelling abuse at the Invictus, Mbop gets everyone to ready the cannons, and unleashes a devastating barrage of cannon fire that splinters Harold's ship from stern to bow. It's not even that it sinks it, it's that it disintegrates it so there's no boat left to sink. No one below the waterline survives, and it's soon just a mass of sinking sail and rope, with the rain sailors like clinging to it. Harold is standing on like the last remaining bit of mast, and he just says, with me dies the last true empire. I hope you all are ready for whatever comes next, because it's all on you now. You have done this. And sinks beneath the waves.
Goodbye.
Molly too.
That's fine. And then everyone else is going to continue to head straight for Rumble. This one just really piling on the sails. So we're almost there. And what you guys doing?
You know, we've been living our lives in a pretty piratical way for a while now. And, we held back, a bit. Told some convenient lies so that there wouldn't be any consequences. But, anyone who could offer consequences is kinda gone.
That's true. That's very true. Anyone who would care is kind of dead.
Be pretty easy to slip into that nebula and kind of just disappear.
I like how you think, Mr. Briggs.
Someone should maybe grab Jimmy. But I think Mbop said it's fun.
Like, you're not within shouting distance, but Mbappe is like saluting you. He knows.
I'm sure there's some sort of flag code that communicates whatever he's feeling.
Yeah. Oh, can I do like flag code for him to like meet us at New Tortuga?
He gives you like the, if I'm able, like, see you when I see you.
Yeah. And I'll do the same flag code for Jimmy Bean.
Just like get like a, finally! I knew it was coming. This is the day.
Ah!
Might be nice.
I mean,
Who's gonna stop us?
I've always kind of wanted to try piracy.
Wait, what? 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 What?
Oh, we were putting down roots somewhere, but
Oh.
I suppose that's a more interesting. Thank you. I suppose that's a more interesting ending to my memoir.
I still have family in the high capital.
Wait,
And
what?
they're fine now, thanks
No
to your
more danger.
valiant
You've
effort.
got family?
Yeah.
Didn't know robots could have that.
Yeah.
Family's more of a concept. I consider you guys my family.
No, he's my father.
You're my boss.
Wait, what? Who is?
My dad. He lives in the high capital.
And we don't have time to get into that.
Yeah.
Because
We'll come
we're
back.
going
and
to
visit.
become pirates. How exciting!
Now that will
Okay,
make for
everyone.
a bestseller.
What is everyone's pirate name?
As you guys are,
It's the first street you lived. I like my voice fades out as I say.
as you guys are turning into the nebula, Mo, incredibly long, thick, he got into the rest of the molasses.
Guys, I gave you one rule.
Wrapped around Chadsworth, just goes and just like cocks back and yeets him right out of the ship as you guys fade into the nebula.
I wonder what he did.
Probably went for the fucking paperwork. Good
And
job, Mo.
as you slip out of sight, you notice the rest of the ships going back to the Sincera capital, and you've been swallowed by the mist. And as you find yourself slingshotted across the universe, where are you guys going to next? Where do we find you guys in 6 months? Where have we arrived yet? You pull up 6 months later. You are docked at New Tortuga 3. This time for real. Seriously, guys, new signs are getting expensive.
Underscore final.
Underscore final. And you pull up the Invictus. Similar. Her hull is still black. Her sails have been changed to a patchwork of all the crew's favorite colors. You pull up.
Briggs is like really chumming it up with the new dock master. They get on so well because as many dock masters of New Tortuga 3 have done, this man took his job by force. and Briggs can really appreciate that. So I think that like they're sitting there like, look, mate, I should know something or two about getting a job through a duel. How do you think I came to be where I am?
Were you always my bosun?
What?
Have you not been my bosun?
I
like
killed the
7
man in
years
front
now?
of the entire crew in single combat.
Was he
We were
also
on the cargo. We were on the main
a
deck.
giant lizard?
I strangled him with my bare hands, squeezed his skull till it popped. Did that not make an impression?
It made an impression on his head.
It did. It did, Lonnie.
I don't remember this.
You were asking if that was a hug.
Yes. Your customs, they're just so strange to me. And they're also different.
I had no idea how much paperwork was involved in the job when I did it.
They really should warn you.
They really
You
ought
think
to.
You control everything, you're gonna fix it right this time, and someone sits you down the first day and they're like, and try triplet, like 3 signatures, and you just.
At least now the records are just for me. I ain't got to send them to anybody.
Like, you could always just scan through. It's not that hard. I can set up a scanner for you. Yeah, you just, and it goes, and all the paperwork goes through it, and then it files itself.
Now, can you do that for my memoir? And I put like 400 handwritten pages in front of you.
I'm just gonna use burst of flame. How's it going?
Don't make me read it.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Don't make me read it.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Are you gonna make me read it?
I wanted you to scan it. Is that not the same? Is it different?
Often
Is it-
I have to read things I scan. Just
Well, that's up to you then.
take it to the postman's office.
I'll add it to my paperwork.
Where do we find Kev?
Oh my god. We find Kev living his life very contentedly on the Invictus now, having been freed from the burden of obligation. He's actually started to teach some morning yoga classes alongside the captain. People are doing pretty well with his breathing exercises, and
Mo comes to everyone.
Mo comes to every single one. Mo and Kev actually have like started communicating about some plans to offer to open up a little like bar or some sort on New Tortuga. They're very excited about the idea. They've learned how to communicate with full language now. They're gonna be great business partners. But yeah, Kev's doing pretty well actually. He's actually cut back on his drinking a little bit and his drug use. It's no longer a need to get through the day, just sort of fun.
Where do we find?
Well, I guess I don't know if my father was like on the ships or if he was like in high command retired. So
Give us a luck check. Oh no, here. Let's say one.
oh no.
Heads, he's alive. Tails, he's dead.
Oh no. Oh no. Daddy, no. I guess I'll check in with the doctor to see if my organs are growing.
What?
Oh. Yes, I'm gonna check in with the doctor and see if my organs have been growing okay.
You've got organs?
Yes.
You're a robot.
Yes, I
Are-
am currently a robot.
Yes.
Currently?
Interesting. Were you not always?
No.
No, your father loved you very much. It's basically been like he has automatic deposit set up, so there's been no problems. Everything's been perfectly constructed in the times you've been waiting.
Delightful.
I'll press my hatch on my head, and I can open it up and show you that there's still 3/4 of a brain left, and I'll close it. I'll open up my chest cavity. I can show you my heart.
Most of me has been eradicated. However, I joined the Navy so I could get a new body. But I had to find a way to pay for it, so That's what I've been doing the past few years.
Your paychecks have increased significantly since we started the piracy. You should be well done.
Oh yeah, I've been growing the organs just fine. I just need to get an assembly line so I can get it all put back in there.
Well-
It's just this in there. I mean,
Chart a course to the
I'm not
nearest
a pretty
assembly
good
line.
doctor.
As you chart a course for the nearest medical hospital, the solar winds fill your sails, and the Invictus sails out of the port and into myth and legend. And that's it.
Yay! Can we over family it then?
Thank you for
A family
watching.
of pirates.
I put in my bonds, nothing is as important as the members of my family. And then I crossed out family and I wrote crew. And then in my
That's very
applause, I said, by my words and actions, I bring shame to my crew. And I think at least one of those was exemplified very well in today's session.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, we are a Twice World Tales production. Check out streams on this channel and then our YouTube channel under the same name. We'll be posting edited content shortly, as well as a Patreon with exclusive content. Bye!
Bye.